Now via the Cowherd Global Satellite Network, Pat McAfee joins us. 8 years in the NFL, multiple Pro Bowler. West Virginia guy who's got a new show on DAZN September 9th. It debuts. Pat's a very smart, funny guy, and I'm very, very happy for you and your new show. So let's start with this, Pat. You were friends with Andrew. I know he had to love your sense of humor and your intellect. Were you shocked by this?
Yeah, I was mind blown, just like everybody, Colin. I think not only people in Indianapolis, not only Colts fans, but football fans in general, whenever Schefter sent that tweet out, I think it sent shockwaves to everybody. And I know people still inside the Colts organization that were mind blown as well. I think this came out of left field for everybody, Colin, and I was along the same lines as everybody else.
The only criticism, Pat, I ever had of Andrew Luck, and this was it, I loved him, was that I wish he had a little more Peyton Manning and Troy Aikman, where he was a little more demanding of the organization, even if so privately. Peyton Manning could be combative, now not in the public, Pat, but behind the scenes, he was very demanding of his coaches, his owner. Is that a fair criticism that Andrew often blamed himself? I wish he would have held his GM and coach to higher standards at times.
I am 100% on board with you. I've actually been thinking about that today. I mean, if you look at the situation with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, he got to sit behind Brett Favre. There was obviously tensions at the end. Whenever you have two alphas on a team, that's going to happen. But I assume through osmosis that Aaron Rodgers learned a lot through Brett Favre. Not on the football field. I assume he did there as well if you look at the chin strap. But the way you handle yourself off the field. And now, granted, we had to cut Peyton Manning with the salary cap thing, and it was coming out of a lockout in his neck, and Andrew Luck was sitting there. But I think if he was able to sit behind Peyton Manning for a year or two and kind of know that it's okay as an NFL quarterback to be more demanding, like you said, to be able to hold your offensive line a little bit higher standards, go into the GM, go to the owner, and know that it's okay. Like, hey, this isn't college. This isn't high school. As a quarterback, you are the boss. You are the CEO. Your opinion is allowed to be one where you demand a little bit better from everybody. And I think early in Luck's career, he didn't have that. He was such a nice guy. He's the smartest guy I've ever been around. He's friendly. You see it in the videos where he compliments people that just speared him and potentially lacerated his kidney. He thanked the guy. But I do wish he had that ability to sit behind a Peyton Manning, another quarterback up there, and learn that off the field, you're allowed to be a little bit of a demanding human because the entire team gets better whenever you do that. I think he learned that later, but early he suffered some lumps because he wasn't able to do that.
Almost a decade in the NFL, multiple Pro Bowler, very, very funny guy. New show debuting September 9th. Pat McAfee, nice enough to join us today. I have never been a pro athlete, but one thing I know about pro athletes, regardless of sport or position, you guys are competitive. You like to win at poker, ping pong, football. I do think, Pat, that Andrew Luck will miss the intellectual tug of war with his peers. I don't think you can get that with business. Do you think there's a chance, or what chance, he comes out of retirement?
I think it's such an interesting thing because if you look at him now, his body is much smaller. And to play the way that Andrew Luck plays, he has to be an avatar. He has to be a physical specimen. So not only does he have to get mentally to the right place where he seems exhausted, he's tired of battling through rehab, which can be a very lonely thing, especially if you're battling year in and year out. I think physically he's going to have to go through quite a transformation to get back in the game as well. I don't think he'll play again. I think he'll be able to get his competitive juices or his competitive itch scratched somewhere else. He's an incredible ping pong player. I think in the business world, he'll actually get that done as well. But I don't think he'll play again. I think he'll definitely have a voice in something. I think he'll be doing incredible things. He is the smartest human I've ever been around, but I'm not sure he's ready to go through the entire physical toll it is to get back into shape for game ready. The mental toughness he has to get back into as well. I think he's going to enjoy his life. And Jacoby Brissett just said a couple minutes ago on his press conference that it seemed as if Andrew was at peace with the whole thing. He was smiling, and that's all you can really hope for. I mean, 2 weeks away from the season is a very difficult decision to be made, and I'm sure that Andrew Luck did not like that he had to do it. If you watch the press conference, it was obviously heartbreaking, but it seems like he's at peace, and I'm excited to see what he does next, honestly.
Finally, Pat, listen, I don't believe this decision was made due to money. Andrew's grown up with a very successful dad. But when money comes in for anybody, you want to do less hard stuff. And football practice is hard. Do you think this becomes an epidemic with increased salaries that we see more and more guys step away early, especially at those prize quarterback, wide receiver, pass rush positions that pay so much money now?
I mean, there's still a lot of guys that absolutely love the game of football, and they will literally go to their grave playing. I mean, Vinatieri might kick until he's 65 years old. He might be on a football field until he has the pens. That guy's made all the money you need to make. I think there's a chance that there's still people that'll play until the wheels fall off. But just like in my case, I was very fortunate to be in the NFL. I made nowhere near the amount of money that Andrew Luck or any of these other guys make, but I made enough money to take care of my family, take care of my friends, get everybody free from financial debt, and kind of just live and just keep the lights on. So I do believe with that and the science of injuries in the future and your body hurting and the potential concussion situation, I think you will see a lot more guys maybe bowing out early. But all that does is extend more opportunity to younger guys. And I'm excited for Jacoby Brissett in this particular case. But I do believe as we go forward, you will see guys thinking about their future. Because to be honest, there's a lot of money to get out there nowadays, especially with the way the social media world is. I just think we should enjoy the hell out of our great players, because we really don't know when their last game could be their last.
Well, it doesn't shock me, Pat. You're going to get your own show. Funny guy, super smart. I really enjoy you. We talked about 6 months to a year ago, and I said, this is going to be your future. And what do you know? Faster than I thought. You got a show September 9th, The Zone. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, Colin. That conversation with you in the chow line, I think you got a couple pieces of lettuce and we're eating very healthy. I think that's the only thing I have to change. My show starts on DAZN September 9th, and you're a guy that I've looked up to for a long time. I think your brain is an incredible one. Is there any advice you would give to me so I don't get canceled in a week?
Let me think. Ooh, let's see, advice.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
When you tweet, you don't have to number the tweets. You can just thread them. You can just thread, Colin, everything you were tweeting. I was like, this guy is spot on. This is right. But you numbered them instead of just putting them in one thread. Would have been easier for all of us. That's my advice for you. Everything else you crush. Do you have anything for me for live radio and a daily show?
Hire somebody as good as Joy Taylor alongside of you. How's that for advice? That's pretty good right there, Joy.
Hey, surround yourself with greatness. That's what makes you the best you can be. And I think you've done that, but also you're incredible. And I can't wait to hopefully one day get on this show again. This show is awesome.
Thanks, buddy. Good luck to you, bud.
Cheers, man.
All right. Funny guy, Pat McAfee. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.